Hi everyone. I'm just visiting this beautiful cemetery in Stillwater today, and I thought this might be a nice place to discuss some things about losing loved ones, because this is something that we're all going to go through. This is a fact of life, and it's one of the things that drives me in my inspiration to provide materials for people to understand more about the spirit world and to learn methods and techniques to communicate with their loved ones after they pass. I'm going to go ahead and get started, because one of the questions that you guys answered in terms of one of the things that we really struggle with after losing a loved one is the fact that you're no longer connected to them, and there's so often things that are left unsaid and things that you'd like to say but you feel like you didn't get the opportunity to. So I'm going to address that a little bit in this video by explaining that that's exactly what led me to develop my own mediumship abilities. So when I lost my very best friend, that put the motivation in me to want to develop my own mediumship abilities. And I began to take classes and study and learn and find out that, yeah, this is something that you can learn to do. This is something that can be developed. And then just 2 short years after that, my little sister passed away. So it was really those two loved ones that really marked the beginning of my development as a medium, where I started to take this seriously. I wanted to feel their presence around me. There were things that I felt were unsaid, and thankfully I had plenty of opportunities to learn from all the different ways that spirits communicate through dream visits, physical touch, many, countless different varieties of spirit communication. Those two loved ones of mine actually became spirit guides to me and helped me quite a lot with the spirit world, so that I can teach you and other people how to stay connected with their loved ones. Now, I know that this can be taught. Some of you might be thinking, well, maybe you've never seen a ghost, maybe you've never had a spirit encounter before, so what are the chances that you can be taught how to do this? And I want to let you know that every human being can be taught how to do this. And the reason I know this is because I have taught already hundreds of people, no, thousands of people, how to do mediumship. I have taught people through my books, Setting Spirits Free. If you read Setting Spirits Free, that will help you identify and discern through the spirit world. It will teach you the difference between communicating with the loved one and maybe just a random spirit that pops in, or the kind that needs to be healed and sent to the light. Now, my second book is called Mediumship, Scrying, and Transfiguration for Beginners. Now, that book is more for people that want to learn how to see spirits with their physical eyes. So those of you that are not mediums, that have never had a ghost pop up in their home, they have never seen a loved one appear at the foot of their bed, they may be like, well, maybe if I saw something, I would believe it, and they just haven't seen anything yet. Well, this book will actually help you with some very simple techniques, very teachable, very basic, very easy, that everybody can do to develop your spiritual sight. It is just a skill. So, of course, I also teach a 2-day mediumship class where I teach 8 different lessons on mediumship. Now, I've learned from mediums and shaman from all over the world throughout my entire life, and what I've put together is the best tips and tools that really helped me and have helped my students, and I've finessed them and worked with them over the years to really make sure that I'm offering the best tools for proven results. So in that 2-day class, you walk away with the ability to connect, discern, and really find your own way that you want to work with mediumship. And of course, I also offer sessions by phone that are available anywhere around the world. I do mediumship sessions with people that are geared towards healing the grief, being able to communicate and say to your loved ones all the things that you feel you need to say, and to check on them and see how they're doing and make sure that they're in the right space. Yes, we do continue to learn. We still evolve. We still learn on the other side. One of the things that I think is just absolutely lovely is that we all have our different heavens. So we create our heavens. I have seen countless heavens. One of my friends is still, well, boating every day on the St. Croix River. He also is drinking and eating without gaining weight, so he's absolutely thrilled. He's having the time of his life, and he comes around all his loved ones very frequently. My sister's heaven is very different. She was an animal lover, she was a veterinarian, and her heaven has the strangest looking animals I've ever seen, but it's the perfect habitat, and she's so happy there. You know, we all have our own heavens, and it's really special and unique and fun to see what our loved ones choose for their heaven. So if you have any questions, if your loved one was under duress, if they committed suicide, if they really had a lot of difficulty or fear in passing, they may need a little assistance getting to the other side. And we can definitely do that through setting up a private session. It's important to know that not everyone is called to do mediumship as a professional. Most of us really just have the innate desire to connect with our loved ones and stay connected and know that they're okay. Sometimes we feel like we need a little permission to move on and to be happy. In fact, it's easier for them to visit you when you're in joy, when you're loving somebody, when you're happy, when you're living your life to the fullest. They can come around you more easily. So I really want to encourage you to do the healing of your grief, to move on in whatever way you can, and to find that joy and happiness again, and to accept love, and to be with somebody that loves you, and to know that there's nothing wrong with that. Your loved one is not jealous. They're so happy. Most of the time, it's our loved ones that are directing us to our most suitable partners. So pay attention to that, pay attention to the signs. So I wanted to thank you for coming today on this little journey with me out into this gorgeous, beautiful cemetery, one of my favorite places to visit. Sometimes I become aware that there are some spirits here in need of a little help, and I give them a little boost to the other side as well. So how do you spend your afternoons? Anyways, thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, please see my website at dianapalm.com. Check out my books. I'll put the links below. And until I see you next time, have a great day.